Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for great support for my returning viewers and my returning subscribers. I usually appreciate so much. Also, to my new subscribers, welcome. Feel free to comment, share, and if you're watching the video, yet again you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel for more updates every day. So now there is something here has been leaked. And the thing is, now CS Mbadi is in trouble because walificha hii finance bill tusione, ndio hatukuona, but later Mbadi revealed that if you want to see this and if you want to peruse across this finance bill, we have to go to the Ministry of Treasury's website, in which some of us, we go there and we look at that finance bill. But there is an issue, and the issue is that there is no allocation for the examination. And this examination is not just an examination I'm talking about. It is about a national examination, which is Kcse, Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education. So now there is no allocation for this exam. But it is so ironically, if you want to know how incompetent this government is, there is no allocation for the important thing, which is Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education. And on the other side, they have hugely allocated money for State House renovation. So you can clearly see that this government, inajiassociate sana kwa vitu zenye si muhimu. In layman's language, I can say that this government associates themselves muchly on the things which are not so much important. How can you, as a government, and especially as a treasury, how can you allocate so much money and huge amount of money on the side of renovation of a state house, yet you are not allocating the money on the side of examination council? So now I want us to talk about this thing. So that issue of no allocation to the Kcse examination council account, it means that it will be either two things. Either there will be no Kcse exams, or the parents will cater for the expenses. And now that thing, it forced CS Mbadi to come out and clarify the thing. And even if Ali come out to clarify the thing, still things as you go well illustrated. Because CS Mbadi ana come out kusema that there will be no parent will be required to pay any money for their children to sit the Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education exam after the government failed to allocate funds for the administration of the national test. And now, even if now CS Mbadi is coming out to defend himself, the question is, why does the government not allocating the money? Especially the office of the treasurer. Why does it not allocating the money towards the administration of the national test? So now, today, CS Mbadi was at Ramogi FM today, and Mbadi now attributed the failure to allocate funds to the national examination to an alleged abuse of the money by official during previous year. So now Mbadi anajitetea that hiyo pesa yenye treasury imekuwa ikiallocate those past years at the officials wamekuwa wakiabuse. Na hata kama wakiabuse, why should government keep quiet all those years? Now Mbadi coming out to say at this time that the officials have been abusing the money. So that one is so ironically, and it makes sense. So now, according to the Treasury CS, the annual allocation of Kenyan shillings 11 billion to facilitate the printing and insurance of the national examination was too much, adding that the money was immensely misused by some government official. So now you can clearly see now how CS Mbadi is contradicting things. At the first, alisema that there will be no parent will be required to pay for money for their children. Now anakama tusema that hii allocation yenye ilikuanga inallocatiwa for the exam ilikuanga around Kenya shillings 11 billion. Anasema that hii amount ilikuwa so immense, and the official were there, that money was being misused by some government official. So tunajiuliza swali, ndio wao umejua ilikuwa inakuwa misused, why should the government take a step and act on those people who are misusing this money? Kushinda ati kukuja kusema ati kuna watu walikuwa wana misuse this money. Ungekama out to say that this person and this person has been using this money, but as a government and as a treasury we will continue allocating this money, while the people who misuse this money will be brought into books. So now you can clearly see now even Mbadi himself hajui Kenya anafanya, because even if walikuwa nasema ati ODM imedonate the experts to the government, there is no experts here. Look things now Mbadi is doing. He's not allocating not just money, is only 11 billion. Unataka kuniambia hii serikali haiwezi pata 11 billion ya kuallocate? So hiyo ni mchezo tu the government is doing now. So now CS Mbadi mi naona already ameshaanza kufail, na ana fail terribly, because Mbadi while Mbadi was addressing the matter, noted that the funding was temporarily halted to allow the government to assess several issues pertaining to the usage of money. Ndiyo, hata kama wana assess the usage of money in recent years, why should they just allocate this money as per now? Then they will go back on those past years to assess how it was being used. So unaona hapa hii ni mchezo tu wa town wanacheza, because hawa wanasema ati 11 billion ati ilikuwa mingi, so we have to stop it in order for us to go back and assess. Una assess nini huko nyuma na saa hii haujatatua? Tatua saa hii, then go back and solve those issues which was occurred during those years. So now Mbadi anasema ati one of the critical issues raised by the financiers was the hefty amount of money incurred by the government annually to facilitate the printing of the examination material outside the country. Ndio tunajua some of these materials zinaprintiwa outside the country. Na mbona hizo miaka yote zimepita, si government ilikuwa ina print hivi vitu? Mbona ifike saa hii ndio waone that ni hefty and the amount is hefty ku allocate ndio hizo vitu ziprintiwe? Mbona tu saa hii ndio waone that this thing is so hefty? Just Kenya shillings 11 billion. Saa hii ndio wanaona ati ni gharama kubwa. So now you can clearly see that this government now, they are ending up in a place where people will be now coming out to say enough is enough, because you cannot just tell us that now 11 billion is hefty to allocate, whereas on the other side you are allocating billions of money on the purpose of renovation of the State House. So which is which? What is important? Renovating State House or allocating this 11 billion for the kids to do their exams annually? So now you can clearly see now Mbadi, what he is talking now, it is a lot of things which does not make sense, because at first time tuliambiwa that ODM may donate the experts, sijui mara ODM may donate the people with intelligence. So see now, angalia kitu ma experts sasa wanafanya vitu yenye hata ijulikani ni nini wanafanya. Wanafanya two nonsense things ati experts. There is no experts in the government, including the head of state. Unapata that yeye mwenyewe yeye ndiye anatenga, yeye ndiye anafanya nini, yeye ndiye anafungua masoko, everything ni yeye as a person. That's why unaona some of the institutions now, they are ending up failing terribly, including the treasury. because hii treasury haita run hivyo kivyake without the head kukuja ati kuambia mfanye mchukue pesa mweke hamwezi. Yeye ndiye ameshikilia kila mahali. That's why unaona that some of the areas are ending up failing terribly. So now we are now waiting for more information to come out, because this thing of examination is causing a lot of headache. Imagine ulipe school fees, ulipe tena fee examination, and this fee of examination inastahili the government ndo alipe. So what's your opinion on this, Kenya? As a Kenyan watching, or as a parent watching this video, drop your opinion at the comment section. Otherwise, thank you so much for great support. If you're watching this channel for the first time, you are highly welcome. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Otherwise, thank you so much. Let's meet in another video.